Billy Baker's legacy has never really left All-American. Even after his death, every major character has been trying to figure out what it means to carry his example forward. But here's the interesting part. I don't think Jordan realizes he's already becoming the man his father was. And I don't just mean as a football coach. I mean the way he leads people, the way he carries responsibility, and the way he constantly puts everyone else's problems ahead of his own. Season 8 has quietly planted several moments that point in the same direction. None of them scream for attention on their own. But when you put them together, they paint a picture that's hard to ignore. Jordan Baker isn't trying to become Billy. It's happening naturally. And while that sounds like a compliment, it could also become his biggest weakness before the season is over. Let's talk about why. One of the biggest changes we've seen in Season 8 is the way Jordan approaches football. A few seasons ago, every decision was personal. He wanted to prove himself. He wanted to win. He wanted to show everyone he belonged. But now, his first instinct isn't to think about himself anymore. He's thinking about the team. He's thinking about the locker room. He's thinking about chemistry. He's thinking about the future of the program. That's exactly how Billy approached the game. Billy always believed football was about building people before building champions. Jordan is beginning to see the game the same way. One thing I really appreciate about Season 8 is that it doesn't pretend Jordan has everything figured out. He's still learning. He still makes mistakes. Sometimes he says the wrong thing. Sometimes he reacts emotionally. But that's what makes his story believable. Billy wasn't born as the coach everyone respected either. He earned that respect through years of difficult decisions. Jordan is walking the same road. Every episode puts him in situations where there's no perfect answer. And every difficult choice teaches him something new about leadership. Here's where I think the writers are being very intentional. Billy had one habit that defined almost every stage of his life. He carried everyone's problems. If Spencer needed help, Billy stepped in. If Jordan was struggling, Billy stepped in. If Olivia needed support, Billy stepped in. If the team was falling apart, Billy carried that burden too. He almost never allowed himself to stop. Now look at Jordan. He's beginning to do exactly the same thing. He wants to solve every conflict. He wants every player to succeed. He wants everyone around him to believe in themselves. That's admirable. But it's also exhausting. Episodes 1 through 3 quietly show Jordan taking on more responsibility than anyone asks him to. He's trying to mentor younger players. He's trying to keep the football program together. He's trying to meet expectations. He's trying to honor Billy's legacy. That's a heavy load for anyone. The danger isn't that Jordan can't handle responsibility. The danger is that he may never admit when it becomes too much. Billy had that same flaw. One detail that shouldn't be ignored is KJ's relationship with Jordan. Whether Jordan realizes it or not, KJ is paying attention to everything he does. Not just what he says. How he reacts under pressure. How he treats people. How he handles setbacks. That's exactly how Spencer once watched Billy. Billy became a mentor without even trying. Jordan is slowly becoming that same kind of figure. The difference is that Jordan may not fully understand the influence he already has. One thing separated Billy from many other coaches. He didn't lead by intimidation. He led through trust. Players wanted to fight for Billy because they believed he genuinely cared about them. Season 8 shows Jordan moving toward that same philosophy. Instead of demanding respect, he's trying to earn it. Instead of acting like he knows everything, he's learning alongside everyone else. That approach doesn't always produce immediate results. But over time, it builds loyalty. And that's exactly what Billy always believed. Now here's where the theory becomes interesting. Jordan is becoming more like Billy. But he also has an opportunity Billy never had. Jordan has watched his father's mistakes. He's seen what happens when someone sacrifices everything for everyone else. He's seen how impossible it is to carry every burden alone. That means Jordan has a chance to become an even better leader. If he learns when to ask for help. I actually think Season 8 is building toward a moment where Jordan simply can't solve the problem in front of him. Maybe it's a conflict inside the team. Maybe it's something involving KJ. Maybe it's a personal issue outside football. Whatever it is, I don't think experience alone will be enough. Jordan will have to realize that leadership isn't about having every answer. Sometimes leadership means trusting other people. That's a lesson Billy learned over time. Jordan is still learning it. Billy's name still carries enormous weight. Every decision Jordan makes is compared to what Billy might have done. That's not fair. But it's reality. The interesting thing is that Jordan doesn't seem interested in copying Billy. He's simply making choices that happen to resemble his father's. That's what makes this storyline feel natural. He's not trying to imitate anyone. He's growing into the role on his own. I don't think this storyline is just about football. It's about identity. Jordan spent years trying to step out of Billy's shadow. Now he may finally realize that becoming like his father isn't something he should fear. The real challenge is becoming the best version of that legacy instead of repeating every mistake that came with it. If he can learn to balance responsibility with his own happiness, if he can lead without carrying every burden alone, then Jordan won't just become another Billy Baker. He'll become his own kind of leader. And honestly, I think that's exactly where the writers are heading. So, here's my prediction. By the end of Season 8, Jordan will face a leadership crisis that reminds everyone of Billy's toughest moments. People will turn to him for answers. His players will depend on him. His family will expect him to step up. And in that moment, he'll realize something important. Billy's greatest lesson was never about football. It was about people. Jordan has already started learning that lesson. The only question now is whether he'll avoid repeating the sacrifices that defined his father's life, or whether he'll discover that carrying Billy Baker's legacy comes with a cost no one can truly prepare for. If that's the direction All-American takes, it won't just honor Billy's memory. It will complete Jordan's journey from talented athlete to genuine leader in a way that feels earned, emotional, and completely true to the heart of the series. What do you think? Is Jordan becoming the next Billy Baker, or will he forge a completely different path before Season 8 comes to an end? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I think this storyline is only getting started, and the biggest test for Jordan is still ahead.